Hi there, good morning, welcome, and thank you for being here for my daily devotional and affirmation of the day. I am so thankful that you're here. If you enjoy my content, please share it with your friends. So if they need an encouraging and an uplifting thought or an uplifting encouragement for the day, please share it with them so that they can enjoy it as well. And please share it with all your friends and family, and make sure that you subscribe and click the icon so you know when I'm live or when I'm online and you can read my content or listen to my content. Today I'm going to share with you from my 5-minute journal, and in this journal I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for, what would make my day great, and my daily affirmation of the day. And it has at the very top, it has a little saying or quote for every day is something different. But today was actually the one that I chose for my affirmation. So what I was grateful for today is that Dusty, this morning when we woke up, he just started singing away on praise and worship songs, just singing right along and singing. And I was so grateful to be able to stand there because I could literally feel the presence of God just fill the room, because God was like, oh, when my children are singing to me, I'm coming to listen. And I could just feel the presence of God right there in the room, and it was just a special time for him and I both. And then the wisdom of my grandparents. I have some amazing grandparents, and they have poured so much wisdom into me, and I use that wisdom almost on a daily basis. I think of something that they said or something that they did or a way that they acted in a situation, and I just pull that right into my life, because I find that when I've done that, I've not gone wrong, and that the Lord has always blessed that situation. And I'm so grateful for my mom's wisdom. She has really been key in helping me get through quite a few things that have happened and challenges that I've had over the last year. You know, she might say something, like one sentence in a whole conversation, but that just kind of resonated with me, and I took it to heart, and I used that wisdom. And, I love you, Mom, and I'm thankful that you are in my life and that you share your wisdom with me. It really helps. It really does, Mom. And then what would make my day great today is get all my work done. Yesterday was a challenging day. I had a lot on my plate yesterday. I had a lot of work that had to be done that had just kind of backed up. I was able to get all that done, make a wonderful gumbo for Johnny for dinner, and also make me a potato soup because I can't eat gumbo anymore. And I would really like to get several YouTube videos. I'm working on some for you guys, and I'd like to get that started. And then my daily affirmation today is, first you have to believe in yourself before others can believe in you. That's one thing that I always tried, is to believe in myself, and that sometimes I would get at a low point. I'm like, oh my God, I just can't do this. I just don't believe I can do this. And then God would just lift me right back up, or my mom would, or my husband would, or, somebody would say something and it would just lift me right back up. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe that what we're doing is right, and we have to know the reasons why we're doing things. And we have to, just say to ourselves, I believe in myself 100%. I have gone to school for several different trades that I enjoy. I really enjoy. I'm a realtor, and I absolutely, of all the fields that I ever went into, that was the most amazing field. But I just didn't make a good realtor. I loved the job. I loved everything about it, but the time that it took me away from my family, I just could not handle. At that time, the economy collapsed, and it just didn't work very well for me. It wasn't a good fit, and it takes 5 to 7 years just to get a career started and get it started really good. So I'm a little bit old just to go back and start all over again. I've thought about it, but then I decided, nah, I'm just going to leave that up to the younger people. And I'll enjoy doing this and sharing with you guys, because I feel that I can impact your lives in some way, that my life is successful. And one thing I always told my kids, I believe in you. I believe in you 100%. Whatever you want to do, I'm right there. I believe in you. I'm behind you. I support you 100%. Now, if they were doing something that wasn't very good, I was the first one to say, hey, no, we're not going here. But, as far as school or work, I was always wanted to hear about their day. I always wanted to be a part of their lives, even if it was from, most of the time from a distance, because I didn't go to work with them, but, and I didn't go to school with them, and whatever they needed, I tried to be there to support and help them. So that was my affirmation for today, and it was a really good one. And so now I'm going to share the scripture for today. It's 2 Corinthians 11:30. If I must boast, I will boast of the things that show my weakness. And here's kind of something that it says. What are some of the weaknesses that you try to keep hidden from the world? How did God reveal his power through your weakness? And I could say at the times that I was the weakest, that's when God shone through me the strongest. God used my weaknesses to show his glory and his will for my life. When I think I just can't go anymore, or that, I can't do this, God. This is outside of my comfort zone. God gives me the strength to get through it. When Dusty was in the hospital 10 times last year, 10 surgeries last year, about halfway through the year, I'm like, Lord, I can't do this. I'm too weak for this. I can't handle this. And with all the other outside stresses that I had were just monumental. My stress level was way up here, and I had other things that were pulling at me. I had things that were very hard that I had to try and figure out how to do. And I had family issues that were just unbelievably difficult to deal with. But you know what? God says, you're weak, but I'm strong, and I will get you through this. You pray and seek me for my will, and I promise I will get you through this. And you know what? We came through it with flying colors. We got through last year, and the sicknesses and the illnesses and the hospital stays. And then we've come into this year, and we have been mightily blessed. God has blessed my family greatly through all the trials. And Johnny and I sit and we see what God took us through. And we're like, we got through that. We came through that, and we are so much stronger today than what we were this time last year. We are so much stronger, and it's just amazing how God uses the weaknesses in our lives to really make us strong and build us up. So as my affirmation for today says, believe in yourself. That basically the things that you have and going on in your life, believe that you can do it, and I promise you God will give you the strength to get through it. And in your weaknesses, God will make you strong. You feel like that the world is against you and everything is against you, but that's God trying to tell you something in your life. He's trying to speak to you, and he's trying to get you to look inward and see, where are you going from now? What are you going to do from now forward? Are you going to follow God? Are you going to go on your own way? Or how is this weakness, or how is this problem going to make you stronger? And how is God going to use that? It's just, there's so many different questions that you can ask yourself. Say, okay, God, I'm weak in this right now. I don't have anything. You could be homeless. You could be sitting on the side of the road in a car that's broke down, or you could not even have a car, or you could be in a situation to where your health is declining, and you're weak. And you say, okay, God, what do I do? Sometimes it's one little small step. That's all we need to take, and God will walk right through that with us, and he will carry us through. He will continue to walk with us. So we just have to look to God for our answers. If you're sick, God says, it's by my stripes you are healed. So God is saying you're healed. But that doesn't take any responsibility off of us. We still have to eat right. We still have to exercise. We have to drink our water. And we have to get rid of the junk food in our life that's causing us to be overweight, causing us to have sugar issues that are too high or too low, or we have hypertension, where we have too much salt in our diet, or we're just plain eating too much in a day. So we have responsibility, and everything that we do, we have responsibilities, and we have to take responsibility. And this is one thing that I'm going to be sharing with one of my YouTube's channels is that we have to take, we have to take 100% responsibility for our lives. That means everything we do, everything we say, everything we are, everything that happened to us, we have to take the responsibility. We allowed that to happen. So all these this affirmation and this verse go hand in hand. They really do. And if you have anything that you're grateful for today, share it in the comments below. I would love to hear what you're grateful for today and an affirmation that you might have for the day for yourself. And thank you so much for joining me. I try to keep these under 10 minutes, so that way it's something that you can listen to on your way to work or something you can listen to on a break. So please share my content with friends that may need an uplifting and encouraging word for today. Thank you so much, and y'all have a wonderfully blessed day. Bye-bye.